Hey y'all, I'm Lily O'Reilly. This is Lily O'Reilly Reviews, and today we are going to be reading some untoward comments because I might have taken like a month off, but these guys' bullshit never does. So let's get to it, huh? Okay, so first off, I am so sorry I've been gone for like a month. Apparently, when your house burns down, there is so much shit you have to do. You have to talk to the people who decide if your stuff can be restored. You have to talk to the people to figure out how much of your house can be torn out and rebuilt. And then there's the haggling with the restorers, with the contractors, with the insurance. They have kept me so busy that honestly, I haven't had time to film. But I'm making strides to do so much more filming over the next little bit, and we should hopefully resume at least reviews as normal, and hopefully I can get more of the non-review videos out as well. So thank you so much for being patient with me while I work through this. It's definitely not something I saw coming, but I'm grateful that you're still sticking around. Now, on to the dumbassery, yeah? Delvin Thomas writes, Lily O'Reilly, one question. Will this toy of this huge size enters completely in your pussy? Probably. Probably not. I would need to know which toy. Imagine how much hate an animal pocket pussy would get compared to animal dildos. You can tell sometimes when somebody's just pulling a comment out of their ass because I know Exotic Erotics has it. I know Bad Dragon has them. There are so many companies that absolutely do similarly themed pocket pussies. Yup, another reason why I don't acknowledge women anymore. 36 years and have not met one. Oh, buddy. If you want to meet women, you have to actually leave your home and not be an insufferable prick. It's a high bar. Idea. There should be exhibitionism voyeurism parties where women bring their favorite toys for others to try and be watched by other party participants. I can contribute a Sibian. There should probably be an option for women who aren't exhibitionists but still want to try new toys, or at least a smaller, more select group of voyeurs than the entire party. Okay, A, this sounds like a wank comment. B, there are services that will let you rent things like Sibians. And, cool option, Piper. Go do it your own self. If it's something you really want to see come to fruition, that's on you. Ooh. You are beyond a doubt very damaged. And this video explains clearly what damaged women are and why men need to avoid them at all cost. Don't F crazy, and they will damage you. Okay, I'm not clicking the link. You shouldn't click the link. 1 minute I am looking at vintage TV repair, and the next Didlows. Didlows. Thank God I came over to see what was going on. On autoplay, the next ting that came up was this. All I did is leave to get a drink. Good thing there were no kids around. Buddy, your browser history is telling on you. These things don't just come up randomly. Your YouTube funnel had absolutely and inexorably pointed you at dongs. My screen timeout has gotten ridiculously fast. Yeah, YouTube is getting weird. Most of these women look like they don't have sex with males, or even people. Sure. I have honestly reached a point where it's no longer worth it to argue with people who are like, you don't fuck men there, honey. It's like, oh, bless them. Jesus Vera. My thing is 12 inches long and pretty thick, no silicone. 12 inches is like That's too much penis. Nobody needs that much penis. You must get lightheaded when it inflates. Or it doesn't. Either way, more dick than I want. Next thing we know, you will start discussing your heroin addiction as well as your hooked-on-prescription pill-popping habits. Then will come the talk about the depression. Typical American girl. I mean, I can't even. Because the problem is, every response to this kind of sounds like it's shaming drug users, and I don't do that. So it's just like, I really wish that I could set these people down Clockwork Orange style and make them reevaluate the biases that lead to these comments. I would have been sad if you got it in you with no problem, lol. I've fucked 29 girls so far, all 7s and up, for free. But slick. For some reason, I would not mind giving you the every bit of the 624 in my savings account to let me lick your butthole. LMAO. Simp. Also, only 29, bro? Like, up your game. That is nowhere near a sufficient amount to apply. You're not even statistically relevant with a sample size of 29. Unless we see you use this, PG-13 rated, of course, it means nothing. So, what I'm hearing is this guy wants like a beautiful agony style, like I'm frantically noogling away under the table, and the thing is, I don't make sexy faces when I test toys. I mean, like, maybe you kind of do for the Snapchat shows, but like, if it's just me, I'm not performing facial expressions. I'm focusing. I'm writing a bullet point in my head. There is no... And also, like, for real though, I don't want to be sexy on here. There are enough places where I'm sexualized in a consensual and compensated manner that being on here, at least, I don't feel the need to be, oh my gosh, look at my titums. I'm just here with y'all because we're chill. And that part's nice. So David can go sub to my goddamn fans intro or fuck off. Things I don't want to see on my YouTube recommended list. Viral advertising for a cam whore dildo reviews. If I want porn, I'll look at porn site. I bet you do. Also, not a cam whore unless Twitch counts. My chatterbaiting days are mostly over, because I don't like doing tricks for nickels. No shade to people who do. That's just not... That shit never worked for me. But yeah, no. Clearly somebody doesn't know how to curate their online experience. Sorry, bitch. No meaningful relationship with a man. Just a bunch of plastic to masturbate. 24_7. So sad. I wish I had the ability to masturbate 24/7, if we're being quite honest. At this point in my life, I barely managed to masturbate 1/4. So, adulthood, you know? Why is this homosexual feminist dumbass in my recommendations? Frustrated of being rejected by men for being a stupid femin and shoving non-human looking things in her ass. What a proud girl. Ooh, buddy, if there's one thing I'm not, it's a proud girl. I don't fuck with those people. But thank you, though. No. I really want to make my next shirt just homosexual feminist dumbass. Just right in the top. I don't know. There's no arguing with these people, you know? They've got their idea of what they want you to be like, and they've already clocked me way before I ever open my mouth. I think females that buy didos are sad and nasty bitches. Okay. You are fucking disgusting. No, I'm mostly fucking clean and well sanitized, but you're probably off fucking some disgusting there, buddy. Terrific review. Even if there's no demo, I'd call this an overview, actually. Please review The Hush by Lovance. Take it for a walk in public and have someone use it. Show us how quiet, or if it can still be heard, in public where there isn't anyone around, to a semi-crowded restaurant. Buddy, we are in the middle of a panini. I don't want to go out in public for nothing, especially not semi-public, mostly non-consensual to the people I'm around, toying. Now, there are some that I have tested in public, like the WeVibe one that I tried that snaps into the panties. That was fine. But for somebody having this much of a wank comment, we've officially reached just request a custom. Pay me to do your bullshit, buddy. Otherwise it goes in the shit bin, you know? Where would you keep stuff like that? I mean, there are extremely nosy people that snoop around and find things. Any of my failed purchases I dump in the dumpster of a sex toy store, or a dumpster far from where I live. Sometimes I wish I never purchased certain things. Where do I keep my toys, huh? Honestly, this is my job, sugar. Like, I do this all the time. There is nobody in my immediate life that is not aware of the proliferance of dildos in my living quarters. Like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes that size of dildos right there. There are 4 suitcases full of dildos over there. I had to have a guy come in and lay flooring, and while they were laying flooring, I had to hide all the penises. I didn't know where to put them, so all the dildos went into suitcases and got shoved on the front porch. It was great. Very lovely. Would not recommend. For people who are more concerned, I dated a girl once that kept hers in a locking toolbox. Like, that was her workaround. She just had a toolbox that, like, sat in her room. She was also an electrician, but still. And you couldn't get into any of the drawers without unlocking it. They also make little, like, chests that lock. They make all kinds of things. Now, mind you, that's not going to stop somebody that is absolutely determined to get in there, because everything from a screwdriver to a plasma torch will get you access to wherever you're hiding your dongs. But it sucks. It really sucks that people feel entitled enough to snoop in your shit and look at your dildos and then somehow make that a you problem. So, if you're in a situation where you can, set boundaries. Put them into containers where it is blatantly obvious that someone has had to go to measures to access them. And then at that point, if somebody gets into your locked dildo box and goes, "Oh my God, there were dildos in the dildo box," buddy, that's on you. You stuck your dick in that bear trap and you do not get to look surprised that it got bitten off. It is what it is at that point, you know? That's one of those things that just chaps my ass. This should not be on YouTube. Children watch this. This video needs to be taken down. Who knows how many kids have watched this? Anything sexual should not be on YouTube. Too many kids watch YouTube now. I have to wonder if my daughter's seen this video and she's only 11. Whew, that was a big-ass run-on sentence. No one under 18 watches my videos. If they do, they're lying about their age. Not my problem. I can actually, like, if I find them, I'll put my analytics up here that clearly shows that nobody in the young is on my channel. And 2, 11 is old enough for you to have some kind of talk about sex, sexuality, and what you do. Do not keep your fucking kids in the dark. Those little fuckers are getting precocious nowadays, and you need to start, like, having the your body, yourself talk at, like, 9. It terrifies me. Oof. And, this is not sexual. Well, this particular video, because of you nasty fuckers in my DMs, but in general, while it is sex, it is not particularly sexual or sexualized. We're doing that education bullshit here. I can see by looking at you why you like dildos. I don't think any guys would want to be seen with you in daylight. I would like for this man to have to interact with the simps in my Snap and my Insta DMs and my Twitter DMs and my YouTube comments. Like, I just want to put these people in an arena, Squid Game style, and make them fight it out between the ones who are like, this isn't ugly, and the ones who are like, I would crawl through glass to lick her butthole. Like, I just want to pair them off and make them debate. Wow. I can romance a cute lady like you. I can give you endless sensual massage. I can get you blood pressure up and heart exited. If you respond to my gentle massage, I will get up to the size you crave for with no problem. The size comes at a variety of levels, especially with combination of sexual naughty conversation and whispering. This is called an awesome connection, and not just to put a large cock in the hole. Naughty talk is what hardens the cock. Oh my god, I am sure that works on someone, but not me. I don't know why this position of the foreskin seems to be the furry ideal of an erection. This is actually a sign of agonizing sickness. That's a Sleipnir, buddy. Like, this review is on Sleipnir. It doesn't have a foreskin. It's a goddamn horse dick. Horse-ish dick. Norse horse. It's something. Wouldn't it be easier to just get a boyfriend? You're not that ugly. I like that. Thank you. I'm not that ugly. I'm a little ugly, but I got a personality too. It would be, except for the fact that I have as many as I currently want. Like, my boyfriend roster is full. The girlfriend roster still has like an opening, but then at that point I am at max capacity. I'm actually going to have to grind some levels and probably put some gold in before I open up more slots for the harem. And at that point, I'm probably going to put my slots into like non-binary partner instead of boyfriend, girlfriend, because I'm kind of topped up on those right now. But thanks. It is a valid option. This is why nobody respects women. These same dudes you're mocking are the ones who pay the bills for you cam whores, porn sluts, Twitch cam whores. Yet you want them to respect you when you only see them as a paycheck. I actually don't. Like, it's fine if you do. I got nothing against workers who are just like, that is a wallet on legs. But like, the people that come in my Twitch chat on the regular, especially now that like I'm an affiliate, I get subs, it's really cool. I get excited when I see their names come in. There are guys on my Snapchat, my subscribers, that I talk to all the damn time. The key is to talk to me on my public after you sub to the private, because that's when I know you're like serious. But still, like, we have conversations. I check in to see how their day is going, how their wife is doing, shit like that. We're chill. So really, if people are treating you, commenter, as, you know, just a paycheck, it's probably because you're an insufferable asshole and we don't want anything to do with you. Because the good dudes, the good customers in general, like, we like them. We're cool with them. I just want to put my wee-wee in you, babe. Emojis, 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 emojis. Well, it's not the worst way I've ever been propositioned, if we're being quite honest. I've definitely had worse. Lol. This chick just looks like she has fucked up daddy issues. Okay, like, I know you're being a smartass, and that's fine, but why do we blame daddy issues on the recipient as opposed to the inflictor? Honestly, it's not the grand insult y'all think it is. All right, warning for slurs, as we do. You put that up your man ass? Barg! Damn tranny. Like, I love when people think I'm trans. But the problem is they think I'm a trans woman. And I'm like, buddy, right genre, wrong direction. They're doing their best, though. I bet she test drive it already, lol. Yes, you dumb fuck. That is what the point of a review is. You cannot review it if you don't use it. Otherwise, it's just an ad. It is getting to a point where who needs anyone anymore? Go use a toy. Kinda sad for someone looking for love. If toys are all a woman needs, need to do a study on that. I'm actually fairly certain they have done a study on that, but funny enough, toys do not replicate the need for human interaction from people that want it. You're just looking for a scapegoat because you're bad at it. Isn't bestial dildo a little close to bestiality? I like kind of a taboo thing? Or do you just feel like, hey, it's fantasy, chill and enjoy? I kinda like the werewolf theme, just the knot is only in one direction was kind of disappointing. Is that like just a werewolf thing or a design choice for this particular dildo? Whew, that was a lot all at once. So my personal ethical standpoint on that one is that there is no harm in having an animalistic, fantasy, or monster-style dildo because it is a textural, a size, and a design thing. It does not mean that you're actually attracted to or necessarily want to fuck whatever it's based off of. Like, I have a couple dog-styled toys from different companies. I could never actually with a dog. Like, those are my pets, my babies. They are not something to be sexualized. But knots are cool. Werewolves are really cool. And I completely understand, especially with the toy they're talking about, how a knot that goes slope, thump, kind of like a spade, not super great. I personally like knots that are like donuts on my toys. But I think it was just a design choice for that particular one. Every company has a different take. What is this world coming to? In my day, a warm hot dog or room temperature pickle handled the situation. WFT, people! That is how you give your puss salmonella. Or sauerkraut. Either way, I do not want to vinegar or mystery meat my vagine. If you're that desperate, get a fucking boyfriend. At capacity, bro. Don't know what to tell you. Don't do it. You will never want a man again. Stop looking at me like that. My dogs do not like my voices. So when I get into character, I look over and there's a dog just like, why? Size queen equals I don't date white guys. Statistically, you're kind of wrong. Like, maybe. I don't know. I have seen enough peen at this point, like real attached to human peen, that I genuinely don't know if the ethnic size stereotype tracks. Because I have seen all colors matched with all sizes. Some are a little interesting, but most of people just have average dicks. And if I dated based on dick size, honestly, my dating would be so shitty because people with massive wangers are usually massive dicks. I'll take a nice average dick and a good personality any day. I need to hide this video from my GF. I wouldn't be able to compete. And if you think you have to compete, you got a problem, buddy. Please do a video on a squirting dildo and demonstrate a blowjob and facial. THXXXXX. Unironically, I hate you. Go look at my porn. Stop being a weirdo. And definitely stop masturbating into my YouTube messages. It's weird. Alright, I'm on the way to Jews Robert. I feel like something happened here. Sorry about the quick glitch there. I had a sneaking suspicion that I might have already done these comments. If I have, sorry, apparently we're running through them again. If not, congratulations, you get to see them for the first time. Every now and again, I record a comment video that winds up getting trashed for one reason or another, and I have a feeling these might have been in one of them. Now, moving on. Judas Rabbi. When I see a girl like you, I think, would she date a white guy? Maybe if she weren't addicted to big black cocks. Dude, most of my fucking dicks are either pastel or, like, primary colored. Very few of them are black. What do you expect but sexual comments? Nobody cares about your opinion. And that's why I managed to run a channel dedicated to me giving my opinion. And y'all are here. Like, somebody clearly cares about it. If you have a clitoris, who the fuck doesn't? Okay, but like from a bioessentialist point, they're actually right. Everyone has a clitoris. Because, okay, so like as far as I remember from bio, when you're in the womb, the vaginal body type is the origin. And then they undergo an androgen bath, which to varying degrees of success transforms some embryos into penile embryos. But that doesn't change the fact that the tissue that becomes penile is clitoral. So all y'all probably have clitorises. Congrats. Why don't you make a video explaining why shoving large fantasy monster animal cocks into your orifices is a normal, socially acceptable human behavior? Buddy, as long as we've had opposable thumbs, and probably before, humans have masturbated. The amount of ritual objects that anthropologists, anthropologists? Damn it, what are the ones that dig around in dirt for human shit? I think that's the right one. Have found that have just turned out to be dildos is extreme. We've been doing this forever. Now, whether or not it's socially acceptable depends on the mores of the cultures of the time. That part varies. But everything pretty much masturbates, and you just kind of have to get used to it. A sincere question. Is there consensus, or is it debated that giant dildo will impact, reduce, or increase how much you could enjoy a small or regular man's member? Logic just tells me that it's a slippery slope, pun intended. Okay, so I'm not everyone's data point, but from my experiences, no matter how large of a toy I use, and y'all have seen them, I use some pretty big ones, the vagina is by and large a fairly resilient orifice. It still responds to things the size of a finger. So therefore, physically, the responsiveness to a smaller penis should still be just as much there. Does someone's personal preference change? Sometimes, maybe. I don't know. But it's not like there's some kind of vaginal switch that gets flipped and then, oh no, must be this long to enter. And I'm not shaming people who are size queens. Like, that's fine. Who gives a shit? Your body, you get to determine who gets entry. But physically, I don't think that it changes the responsiveness of the tissues in the first 1 to 3 inches. Could you make a video explaining how to use one of your toys? Okay, yeah. Take hole, lube toy, insert toy in hole. Perfect, you've learned. Look what I did for you. I would really like to put my cock in your butt. I can't get this thing to scroll in, but you look so generic. You look like you have Tinder pictures of you holding a fish, and it's not even the biggest fish that was on the boat. I would not want your dick, buddy. Ooh, we got a good one. Just seen a vid of this nasty hoe fucking a nasty black dude on Pornhub. So fucking disgusting. She definitely has no morals or self-respect. Nasty white trash hoes that fuck blacks are called, slur? Coal burners. And she is the epitome of the definition. Alright, so first off, y'all can insult me as much as you like, but it really gets my fucking goat when you say shit about the people that have chosen to film with me. 'Cause that's rude as shit. My co-stars, by and large, are lovely people. And I do not appreciate that. Which I know is what they were going for. Also, what sort of fucking world does this Yahoo live in? That it is somehow still an oh no, Melanin determines who we get to put our vaginas together with. Ah, bless him. I hope he gets endemic hemorrhoids. Love the videos of you getting fucked. I would love to have you one time. In my YouTube comments. Where do these people get this shit, though, you know? Like, sure, buddy. Waggling your cock penis keyboarding all over my YouTube comments is going to make me fling myself at you orifice first. Ooh, $5 says this is monetized, but CSGO videos aren't. Feminism, am I right? You know, less of my videos are monetized than you'd think. YouTube has a stick up its ass right now about whether or not dildos are somehow damaging. I'm scared to touch the descriptions on half my videos because if I update the link, they're like, that's porn now. Ooh. Do you ever feel a sense of modesty or slightly embarrassed by what you're putting here for everybody to see? It is utterly embarrassing that parts of your generation still haven't grown up. You and others like you will be the ones responsible for the downfall of the next generation. Please read a book. If your next video is AE reading a book, I'll watch that. Please don't put any smut in it. I read so many goddamn books. Genuinely. Like, okay, this is not my best collection because it's what survived the fire, but I own books. I read the damn things. I have a whole YouTube channel about reading books. But also, reading books is not innately more virtuous than masturbating or waggling dildos around. It is all just human expression, and the fact that you value one over the other says a lot about the depth of your character, honestly. Better than a person? You haven't had my cock in you, or you wouldn't be saying that. Yep, that's it. Clearly, this man's dick is the most perfect dick in the world. It would bring other dicks to shame. It would bring the Pope to his knees. It is the dick to end all dickets. He also looks like he has Tinder pictures with fish. I cannot understand women. They buy sex toys. Meanwhile, they refuse to sleep with men's. Shh. Have you met men's? Genuinely. Most of them? I would rather sleep with the toy. The toy gets shit done. Doesn't disappoint me. And if I leave it in the sink afterwards, I don't have to hear any complaints. So YouTube is now teaching me, a man, about women's sex toys. But Filthy Frank was banned from YouTube. 21st century, y'all. This is what we've come to. Does this video even have age restriction on it? Like WTF. I think you can actually check age restriction by scrolling below the video. It should tell you if it's restricted. B, who the fuck is Filthy Frank? I've never even heard of the dude, so clearly he couldn't be that influential. You are fat and loose. I am famine-proofed and capable of storage, motherfucker. No offense, but you look like your pussy stinks. Well, see, the secret here is when I get up every morning, I pack that thing full of those dryer sheets, and I just wear those around all day. So mostly it just seems vaguely antiseptic and floral. Please do not put dryer sheets in your orifices. Bad plan. Don't do that. I'll feel really bad if one of y'all do that. All right, time to unsubscribe. It was fun while it lasted, but I will not listen to a rubber dick review any longer, because I am not interested in that in the slightest. I subscribed hoping to see something else for a change. Take care, Riley. You come to me on my channel of dicks and tell me it's not good enough? Motherfucker. Well, I went to Olive Garden. I was real mad they didn't serve me any Mexican food, so I don't think I'll be coming back. These toys are specially made for definitely like you, pig-face clumsy bitch, who don't deserve a man. Fuck yourself, bitch. I do, actually, frequently Well, decently frequently. That's kind of how I test the toys. But I do love that he threw clumsy in the middle there because he's right. Like, that's the first one that's actually gotten something really right about me. Always wanted to see a review on this guy. The head frightens me too. Question: how do you cam girls deal with performing while on the rag? Do you wait? Find something else to do? Put it in your butt? Also, this one came from a feminine profile, so I was a little surprised. A, not a cam girl. Don't know how they're doing it nowadays. I haven't been properly a cam girl in forever. B, we got some ways. There are soft cups that can be inserted into the vagina. They sit below the cervix. They hold on to blood, which is super good if you're not doing super deep penetration. You can also use, a lot of people use sponges. Some use sea sponges, some use makeup sponges, whatever. You put it in there, it holds the blood for a while. You can put dark colored condoms on your toys. You can use dark colored toys. You can do more soft core. Like, there's a lot of options. And yeah, some people do just put it in their butt. But for others, that's not quite an option. So we have ways of working around it. Keep this on Pornhub. Funny story that. I'm actually, need to get back to, uploading a lot of my old reviews on Pornhub just so I have a backup of them in case YouTube ever completely implodes on me. But by and large, my content is not compatible with Pornhub because I'm not showing the pink bits, ya numpter. I would give you a good orgasm and multiple orgasm just using my tongue. I know you like trying you vibrators, but you are degrading men who like having sex with women like yourself. Okay, so like what you do for yourself with your body does not degrade anyone else. It doesn't influence anyone else. It is, this bitch is mine, motherfucker. What I do with it has nothing to do with you. And using a toy is not ruining anything for the men who want to fuck me, because I probably don't want to fuck them anyway, you know? Oh, I couldn't get into that exclusive club because other people were there. No, you couldn't get in because you're you. 2 questions. Does the carpet match the drapes? And are you using these because you can't find the real thing in the size you want? If you want to see my carpet, go to the monetized sites, you dumpy, useless potato. And no, actually. Sometimes yes, with things like Chance or the other incredibly long toys, yeah, you don't want that in flesh and blood because then it's noodly. But by and large, I don't know. At least for me, it's really not about I can't find the thing in the size I want, and it's more just about they're fun, they're interesting, they're neat. They don't involve the emotional and physical labor of trying to have sex with another person. You pull it out of a drawer, it does the thing, you wash it, and you put it back. Simple, clean, easy. You are so crazy. You let your perversion to affect your thought? Why do you keep appearing in my YouTube suggestions? What a low life form that lives only for her pleasure feeling in between the legs. Also trying to make money out by describing her low sense of pleasure. I live for many things, very few of which involve the feeling between my legs. What? And I am appearing in your YouTube suggestions because your browser history is telling on you. Stop looking at porn. Use something like Firefox Focus or NordVPN or Tor. Stop doing it on a tracked browser. Get away from Google Chrome because they download all your shit all the time. Run Firefox with some nice little ad blockies and the world will stop sending you dildos. Does this belong on YouTube? Well, it's here, ain't it? Listen, stupid. Better than person nothing can be, you are losers that cannot find a guy that could fuck you. That's probably you look like a guy. mad about that, actually. I would prefer to hit more androgynous, but if I get read as a guy, that's fine. You wicked lust beast! Teaching human generation a death. If you have a mind, watch on Animal Mat. Sex is naturally provided to all living things for creation, pleasure, and relationship. If you fuck yourself, why are not alive, but you are dead body, I be dream. I genuinely do not know what happened there, but my nose ring is crooked and I can feel it. Wow. Also, another shirt idea, Wicked Lust Beast. I might actually keep that one. I like that one. This chick just sits around and dildos herself all day. All she needs is some super stud to knock the bottom out of it. I wish I had the time to dildo myself all day. Mostly I answer emails all day, which is much worse. Can I get a super stud to come answer all my emails? 'Cause that I'd be interested in. Next video, a facial shave would be appreciated. Thank you very much. You know, I'm actually really proud of my little bit of fuzzies. They're cute. And you don't get to shame me by being like, oh, you need to shave, buddy. I've heard that plenty of times, and I'm not particularly fussed. When you gonna show us you using it? When you gonna learn to Google Pornhub, dumbass? Do you do Patreon or Pornhub? I would like to see you stick it down your throat. Ugh. I do neither Patreon. Well, actually, no, I do Pornhub. This is the point where we woggle at the link. Look at the link. Just most of the good shit's not for free. Why? Some guys get a hard-on when they get kicked in the balls. That happens to me. When I get kicked in the puddin', I get paralyzed. It hurts so fucking bad, it's like the whole world is coming to an end. Then after the pain is gone, I have a big hard-on. Why? I don't know. I know you're a review channel, but will you do a video on how you got to doing cam work, where you started, and whatnot? Okay, this is super easy for me to do. I got into cam work, started on Chaturbate, did it for about 4 months, realized that my only consistent customer at the time was a guy I was dating who had created multiple profiles to try and hype me up, which was like super sweet of him, but then when I figured that out, it took the wind out of my sails and I gave up on camming. However, that was the kickstart that got me into making clips, which has been much more lucrative and much better for me in general. So, yeah, there you go. Super cute video. Look what I did for you. Ah ha ha! Ha ha ha! WTF is this? Look at to fucking thumbnail. Reported. Ha ha! It's just a dildo, buddy. That is a whole ass reaction. Do you have sex with white guys? What did I say? Like, what did I do that brought this out all of a sudden? Yeah? Sometimes? I don't know what this guy wants. Sex comes after marriage and not before it, and has a sincere relationship with love and mutual respect and understanding. All religions urge it. We are not animals. Sex comes whenever the hell you want it to, as long as you're doing it in accordance with what your body wants and what you're okay with mentally. Sex does not have to be tied to marriage. Sex does not have to be tied to anything other than maturity and consent, honestly. This is a very Christian worldview. This slut really reported me because I sent her dick pic after asking if she wanted to work with me. Isn't she in the sex industry? Literally has videos on Pornhub, but excuse me for thinking you were in the sex industry. Apparently you still have the mindset of a child. We're almost in 2020 and you got offended from my penis and you on YouTube describing monster penises? Oh, I remember this dude. This is an old screenshot. They got kind of shuffled. But he hit me up wanting to work together. And we were kind of talking. And I'm like, okay, can I see your history. Like, can you link me to where you have published clips? Can you prove to me that you are an authentic, established performer? And this motherfucker snaps me a picture of his, like, sad ass dick with a bad background. Like, it wasn't even a good picture. And I don't fuck with unsolicited dick pics. I don't like them. I don't care about y'all's penises. So I reported it because it was an unsolicited dick pic. And apparently it hurt him in his one feeling. Here's a direct question, Lily. Are you purposely trying to rip yourself wide open so you can fit 2 or 3 men at once? Just asking. Well, honestly, ever since I saw Goth Charlotte doing some of her double vaginal work, and I think she's also done double anal, I was honestly so fascinated by that I really wanted to get to a point where I could do it too. Now, sadly, I have the most neurotic butthole in existence, so that's off the table. But, you know, it's really not that much of a stretch, pun intended, from trying something like a fist trainer to doing a mild double penetration. So, no, Chris, that was not my intent. However, it is a very interesting side effect of training those muscles to be willing and able to relax when needed. Oh boy, we got a big one. I think that you are a silly creature with no self-respect. Was that an ignorant comment? I also think that tattoos only serve to announce the stupidity of the owner. Too much? I can't imagine that any man would care to meet you, but I have to assume that such lowlifes exist, and so you get a pass there. Ignorant and abusive are not the same characteristics as any understanding of the English language will inform you, one not the same proposition as the other. I wonder which description might be used to ban speech in this case. No abuse yet. I have not, for example, abused you by comparing you to Adolf Hitler, the infamous book banner, who denied free speech to avoid criticism. I have not made an ignorant statement either, have I? All considered, you should ban me at once. I am not likely in any case to be kind to such a silly thing as you. People get big mad when I make clear that I can ban people out of my comments, because free speech is governmental. It doesn't protect you from me. If you are abusive, annoying, or just have the wrong energy, I do reserve the right to remove you. And yes, my tattoos are very, very stupid, and I am 100% okay with that because I paid for these stupid motherfuckers and they're mine. Lily O'Reilly. Sex workers or cam workers? I think sex workers are whore, but cam girls are not. Correct me if I am wrong. You're wrong. Whore is a pejorative. We don't use that. Sex worker is the big umbrella. Underneath the big red sex worker umbrella, you have full service workers, and you have DOMs, and you have online workers, and you have phone sex operators. Anybody that makes a thing that people jack off to on purpose with their own body, I think classifies as a sex worker. Me personally, my opinion, this is not like Ho United, unionized official statement. But yeah, as my personal opinion, I think that if you make sexual content with your body that is consumed for the purpose of someone else reaching gratification, you're a sex worker, regardless of whether or not you physically interact with them. And honestly, we're all subject to the same stigma in terms of very few people are going to look at you and go, well, you're a dom and you only put it in his butt. And that makes you completely different and better than a full service. You do definitely see a little bit of it in terms of like people looking at cam girls and trying to say, well, they're better. They don't really touch people. But I think at our core, we're still making content that is directly connected to someone else's sexual pleasure. So we fall under the big red umbrella too. That's just where I'm at. And that was actually our last comment of the batch. in an effort to start constraining the amount of time I spend on these, I'm actually doing batch of 75 comments at a time. So we're going to standardize these videos a little bit. Now, if there's anything else that you want to find about me, where I am, what I do, beacons.ai/Lillibut. If you want to catch me doing safe for work things, I'm on Twitch twice a week, usually Tuesdays and Saturdays. We play games, mostly games where I try not to die. It's a good time. I enjoy it. Where else? If you want to donate to me, there is always ko-fi.com/Lily O'Reilly. Most of the money goes toward rebuilding and redoing everything after the fire. I'm not at a point where I'm going to ask for a GoFundMe, but $3 is definitely really nice, because a handful of those and I can buy a pizza when I'm over there ripping out studs and trying to refix some of my electrical. So yeah, that helps. But mostly, thanks for being patient with me while I took some time off to get my affairs in order, and I'm really glad that I'm back. I've missed you. It's nice to be here, and I look forward to seeing you again on my next video. Until then, take care of yourself, be kind to others, wash your hands, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.